chat. And we are painting the bone dragon once more. I'm hoping we can finish this in like maybe 2 more streams. I hope. Yeah, as you can see, my table is in a bit of a mess. It's always in a mess. So, let me just top up my water. Gotta get some clean water to rinse my brushes in, so. Okay, tell you, everything is always in a mess. And wires everywhere, I tell you. Okay, here's what we got so far. This is the dragon. Oh, right. Before we venture into our journey painting the bone dragon, I like to thank a few people who followed me. Thunder is Gaming.
Gotcha.
Thank you for following over at Twitch, and if you guys are ever watching this, I really hope that you come and catch the stream. And Bill Neary, thank you so much for following over at Twitch.
Gotcha.
And Video Caesar 07. And
Gotcha.
we have a new subscriber over at YouTube that we haven't got any YouTube subscribers in quite a while, so thank you, Keith Tazinman. I like that name.
Because you know I'm all about that cake and chicken. I'm all about that cake
Okay, now that we are all caught up, we are hey Dark Fox. Now that we are all caught up with notifications, here's what we got so far. So, today I'm going to like go into the nook and crannies. Like inside here, I didn't highlight it as compared in the last stream. Like inside here as well, you can see that a lot of that texture, but it's not clearly seen. So we have to take advantage of that and just show every detail we can. And over here, I have to brighten it up as well, so it can look a little bit like that. Then we're gonna go with the bone color. I'm gonna take out the bone. Oh, I always forget the little leg. We gotta work on the little leg as well. And I have to put all this paint to one side first, or not. It's getting me confused because my workspace is so small. See all my paints here. Guess my little color palette and the acrylic sheet. Okay. Okay, so for the bone, I like to use this Vallejo Bone White. Wait. I I think it's on autofocus right now, and you know, we all can't trust autofocus. So let's go manual. Go on manual. Okay. Alright, sorry you guys, it's inverted. But basically this is Vallejo bone white. And it's one of my favorite colors because it's not exactly white. It looks like, you know how bones, they're like a little bit of like a peach, not peach, beige, like a beige color. So bone white it is. I kind of got this from like Citadel. But I like Vallejo because I like squeeze bottles. So I got this. So I'm gonna use like variants of colors. I got heavy brown, which will be like the shadows. Leather brown, I guess. Like a mixture between mid-tone and highlight. More like, like in between the shadow and mid-tone. Bone white is gonna be like majority of it because, you know, it's a bone dragon and I do like that element of bone in there. So, let's start. So, for those who caught my last week's stream, you know I'm all about that dry brushing. So, you're gonna continue our dry brush. Now, I have two different brushes. I have this, which is like the medium-sized brush. Then I have a smaller brush. So, I buy the cheap brushes because I have, I guess, no sentimental attachment to it. So what I did was, for the little ones, I cut the tip. Like, do you see these two are the same brushes? But you can see one is, you can see this one is slightly longer and sharper compared to the other one. So actually they're the same brushes, but I cut a quarter of it out so I can dry brush it. So because like there's a tip at the end is for precision, and that's not dry brushing. Dry brushing is to kind of like get a lot of its surface dry brushed, so you're trying to get more surface area, so I cut like a quarter of it out. And it's a small brush so I can get inside the nook and crannies. So for this one, since we're not going right into the heart of it, so I'm just going to take the medium-sized brush and I'm going to brush it here. I'm trying to get like inside as much as possible, because you want, like, even though people will see it from afar, they don't really go into the detail of it. But there'll be like a small percentage of people who would actually gaze upon it in all its detail. So you probably like want to give them little nice Easter eggs to show that you really put a lot of effort into it. So I guess I quite like this this pattern. I don't know what you call it, but it kind of looks like a bee's honeycomb when I think about it. It's like the closest thing I can describe it to. So as I said before in my previous stream, that I want all this here to be like a bone color, but I'm gonna paint here green, because to show the transitioning of it coming out of the cube. I think that's a nice effect. So like I said before, it's kind of like telling a story. And the story, it doesn't have to be like a paragraph. It's just like It's just visual storytelling that this is a cube, but the dragon is coming out of the cube. So I want to show kind of like a narrative side that it's coming from. I don't want it to look so separate like a Photoshop cut and paste job. Even though that works as well, but like personally, this is the style I would want to portray. There's nothing wrong with it being very different, the dragon and the cube, but it's just this is the look I'm going for. Trying to go up all in that dry brush in. Did I mention I like dry brushing? I really like dry brushing. It's hey Abby! How are you doing? I still haven't finished Dark Souls yet. I am at the boss of the siblings. So every time I do this, I have to mix my colors, the blue and green. It's always nice if you have like 60 different colors to choose from. Unfortunately, if you are broke or cheapskate, thrifty, stingy, you know, then it's best to just mix the colors to save up. Save up on money. So yes, one thing great about paints is that you may not have the money. I mean, it is pricey, but the thing is you can choose what you want to do with it. And in this case, I like to mix my paint up so I don't have to spend so much on others, like, because there is a whole range. When you look for it, it's really there. Especially like I've been to stores, especially the Vallejo collection. Oh, it's like so many kinds. Citadel, Vallejo, they have like a whole lot of different variants of color. Like, yeah, it's really nice. Like every spectrum of the rainbow, you can find it. Yeah. So now I'm taking my little brush, the one I showed you, and I'm gonna go in between the shell of the dragon, because previously I was so engrossed with painting the armor that I forgot to do this. The little honeycomb of the dragon. So you may not see, I'm not sure if you can see it, but now you can see all the little details of the honeycomb in between the neck, the throat, and the shell. It's a lot nicer. I always like dry brushing. If you ask me to do this without dry brushing, I don't think I can do such a spectacular job. So yeah. So for the honeycomb, I'm still going to go with a bluish green. I quite like that color. For the sides of the throat, I'm going to do a little bit of bluish green, and then I'm going to, I don't know, I'm kind of torn between the transitioning of bluish green, or should I just go straight to the bone color? I don't know. I still got time to think about it. I'm just going to dry brush the honeycombs inside. I'm like painting this, and then the song just came into my mind. It's like Bad to the Bone. If you guys ever hear that song, you guys should Google it, Bad to the Bone. The first time I heard it was watching Terminator 2. My favorite movie. One of my favorite movies. Like, if you lived on this earth, you gotta watch that movie at least once. So I'm trying to go, even like underneath. Try not to neglect it. It's definitely an angle that is almost always forgotten for me. So yeah, just gotta remember that these angles actually exist. Yes, you will, Dark Fox. I'll make sure you watch it. And I'll watch Mad Max. I still haven't watched Mad Max. Don't be hating on me, people. I have heard wonderful things about it, which I will eventually experience myself. So I'm not sure how it looked like before. I bet it looked really, really dark. So you can see all the details of it starting to come together. So I'll have to do this like a few times. No matter. As one of my favorite quote in Toy Story 3. No, not Toy Story 3. Toy Story 2. You can't rush art. Ooh, that was like my favorite scene. When the gosh, I don't know what's that profession called. I guess he's a restorer of antiques, and Woody being an antique doll, he was like, he came in and he started working on Woody. Oh, it was so cool. He has like the toolbox, the custom made toolbox and everything, and had a little barber chair for Woody. It was so cool. And then the current owner of Woody was like so eager for him, like, when are you gonna finish it? When are you gonna finish it? So it's like he's asking, what time can it be done? And then the restorer was like, you can't rush art. If only that were true. I mean, like, yeah, you can't rush it, but these days with all, like, I don't know, I guess corporate artists always got deadlines, like comic book artists, all the crazy deadlines. I'm guessing separate out the bone color compared to the shell, the throat, sorry. I guess like maybe from here there's a emergence of green and the bone, and then as we slowly move upwards, it's kind of like a solid being already, because it's like over here he's like slowly merging out, he's being conjured up. So over here is like when he's like a part of the cube, and then as he slowly goes up, he's like a more solid being in this realm. So I guess we can go with that. Quite like that idea. So you can like see like over inside here. Over here you can't really see much. It is really, really dark. So we're taking a little bit of white in there. Alright, so let's see here. Slowly add in the dry brushing. I guess you can see more of that. Okay. Okay, it's time to mix the paint up. This neon green, definitely a want. So we're gonna put maybe okay, 3 drops there. And I really like the, hey Jay! How you doing? Oh my god, I haven't heard from you in quite some time. I've been really busy, couldn't catch your streams. How you doing? So I quite like the mixture between ultramarine blue and livery green, or livery. I don't know how you guys pronounce that. A liver or a liver, because it's Livery. I can't remember the ratio, so we'll just, I think it's 3 parts green, 2 parts blue. But in any case, just kind of mix it up until you get it. The paint was a little bit solid in the ultramarine blue, so I opened a cap, put in a little bit of airbrush cleaner, because that's really good at dissolving the paint. So maybe 2. So wonderful. So see, it's all very fluid coming out already. Previously, it was stuck. I thought I ran out of paint, but honestly, no. See all the dried up paint stuck up there. Wonderful. Half awake, Wolfie. Just woke up and saw you are live. Well, I appreciate you choosing my stream to be the one to wake you up in the morning. Okay, so we got our little little hand there that I totally forgot, because you know, out of sight, out of mind. Let's do a little dry brushing here. So we are painting the bone dragon. Look at this guy. Look at this. Just look how cool he is. I'm just in awe to be able to paint this guy. So Dark Fox introduced me over at eBay. Oh my god, it's too much paint. So Dark Fox introduced me over at eBay. I found this cool guy, and I just had to get it. He cost like $20. That's not bad. I think for miniatures, they're really, really expensive. Miniatures, for that kind of price, you can get those tiny little ones, the troop ones. And I don't really like troops. I like creatures. I like dragons and, I don't know, sea creatures, wild boars, and like all those yada yada yada. But I think they're really expensive because they do a lot of damage in terms of tabletopping games. So they tend to be really expensive. So for this one, it's just nice to be able to buy an unpainted model that is affordable. Are you in a new place? The place looks different. Ah, no, Jay, I'm still in the same place. A different setup. Like when I stream games, my webcam will be facing this side. Right, okay, so like when I paint, I have 3 different spots, all in the same spot but different angle. If I paint acrylic, like on canvas, my canvas will be right here. If I do gaming, my monitor is right here. So now that I'm doing my sculpture painting, my table is right here. So yeah, different angles, but it looks really different. It's also hard to tell because it's like on a webcam, so webcam can't really take that much in. So I did not glue the hand in because I wanted all the paint to drip, to melt down first, and then I paint it separately. Then I will use a super glue and combine these two together. So now I'm like thinking it's close to here, but at the same time it's a bone. So I'm thinking the first half will be green, here will be bone color, and here will be green as well. Or no, maybe half of it. Yeah, it's really hard to explain. I'll show you guys as I paint. So have you been doing art lately, Jay? Ooh, have you got your new laptop? Are you streaming art now? So I'm just dry brushing. So you can see all the tiny little details. You see all the tiny little details being enhanced through dry brushing. And I think texture, the idea of texture is very supported these days. Like, if I notice like superhero costumes, right? You look at the old Superman, Christopher Reeve's time. It's just a very smooth costume. Like it just looks like a piece of cloth. But if you look at today's today's Superman, you can see that his costume has a lot of texture in it. And not only just Superman, Batman as well. You can just look at the old movies compared to today's movies, even The Incredibles. You notice that Helen's Elastigirl's new costume is so textured. And that's why it looks so great, is because we love texture. We don't really like a blank space. We like to see all this information, to know what is the different material in front of our eyes, and that is really good. Like especially for painting, whether it's acrylic painting or digital painting, those little textured brushes helps a lot because they kind of give all this quick random texture that is just kind of pleasing to the eye. And it's nice to know if it looks like grass, it looks like grass, you know. If it looks like a brick wall, I mean, if you're going for a brick wall and it looks like a brick wall in terms of texture, that's very satisfying to me. At least is very satisfying to the eye, because if everything looks smooth, I'm talking about realism here, then it's not so realistic. Okay. I am a long ways from affording a new laptop and still in an artist block. Aww. Nothing at all you don't want to paint? Huh, Jay? Okay, we're gonna mix it up here. So I think it's nice that my little cup has not been washed, so you can actually compare the colors. And okay, all right, I'm right. It's pretty bluish green to me. So now we're going back here since there's all this excess paint. Just going to add those shades right in there, right in the heart of it. We're probably gonna add in some blue as well, because yeah. I have pieces I want to finish, but once I start, my mood just change and I start to feel like I'm forcing it. Ah, okay. Oops, did I try that one? I don't know, for me, how I get through my artist blocks, it's kind of the opposite of you actually. My artist block is when I get nothing, no idea in my head, or not no idea as in like no mood to paint. I just don't do anything. I don't feel motivated to draw or paint. So what I do is I give myself maximum 2 weeks to do nothing. Like when I say nothing, I mean like binge watch, play video games to my heart's desire, and like do nothing art related. And then if I still have that feeling of laziness to not want to paint, what I then do is if I still don't feel like painting or start on my work, then I would force myself. I would tell myself, I would like force myself to sit down, especially when it comes to streaming. When you stream, you feel obligated to start something. So when I stream, I feel like, okay, people are here to watch me paint. Well, okay, when I say people are here, I mean like, you know, like in the beginning of the stream, I have 0 people watching me, so. But it's like, you feel like, okay, people will eventually come, and when they come, they would want to see something happening. So then I reluctantly start painting. And then when I start painting, I was like, okay, this feels fun. I forgot how this feels like. I can't believe that I actually started to feel so bored out of painting. This was actually fun. And then I started doing more and more. Next thing you know, 10 minutes become 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and then after that, I have to stop stream. And then after that, I feel so happy. I know you are, Dark Prox. I know. I mean, like, You're not. I mean, you weren't here for the first 10 minutes, I think. But yes, I really appreciate that you're here. So now we are going to dry brush the honeycomb. I think we'll just go with greenish blue. Quite like that color. Greenish blue. Is that cayenne? Cyan? Oh yeah, Dark Fox is lurking. So yeah. Say hi to Jade, Dark Fox. She does digital painting of little foxes. Not foxes, wolves. Wolves. So Fox is a fox, J Wolf Extreme is a wolf. So see, yeah, it's like the whole canine unit right here in this stream. Actually, do I have you on my command list? No, I don't think I do. Give me a sec. Oh no, I don't. Okay, probably have to fix that. So I got so much excess paint on my other paintbrush. Let's just take some off. Okay, wonderful. We will do like a emergence of bluish green and blue. Like if to have the whole thing just bluish green, it's not gonna be as interesting. So yes, if you want something to look interesting, I realize for highlights and shadows that it's not just like dark brown as shadows, mid-tone, brown, and light brown for highlights. It's like a variation of color is really interesting and appealing to the eye because it's like there's no one light source. There's always a reflection. Like if I put a yellow ball on the red table, even though the light source is white, the lights will reflect from the white light source onto the red table, and the color of the red will reflect back on the yellow ball. So you see there's a lot of variations out there. Lots of things to keep your eye occupied and on drugs. Lots of eye candy. So Jay, does it take you a long time to get out of bed? Let's see. It's 8. It must be really early at your place. What is it? 6 o'clock? 6 o'clock at your place? What are you doing so early in the morning, girl? So now that we've done that layer, let's wash this brush off. I'm not usually up at this point. It's almost 8. Oh, I thought we were more than 12 hours difference. Oh, 13 hours. Yeah. Forgot. It's twisted. That's 15 hours, I think. Okay, we'll do this one more time. Ooh, I should do a little bit of what you might call it? A little bit of brain can't compute. A little bit of brown. Oh my god, is that so hard to say? Okay, we have like my little color palette here. We'll put like a drop. Okay, maybe 2 drops because we have to color it. Go to bed like 4 a.m. and sleep till noon, so it's rare for me. Oh my gosh, I can imagine. We're doing a little bit of that base color. Looking pretty good. Quite like it, if I do say so myself. Sometimes you just gotta say it, man. You just gotta say that it looks good. I think the sculpture is already looking so awesome and so good. So it's like whatever I do is kind of like a, I don't know, cherry on top. When you got a good looking sculpture, you got a good looking sculpture, you know? So over here, you gotta be a little more gentle. Oh my god. Oh my god, you gave me a scare, Twisted. Good morning to you, sir. How are ya? Say hello to the gang. You got Jay in the house. So we are. That kind of. I just jumped. Can't stay long. Just wanted to stop by and say hi. I am always appreciative that you come and drop by my stream. Thank you so much, Twisted. And have a good day at work. It's a Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. So yeah, you streaming tonight, Twisted? Even though it says heavy brown, it doesn't really look that dark. Well, to my eye anyway. Ooh. Loving the color scheme, bro. I sound like I'm patting myself in the back like so bad. Self-praise is no praise, they say. Well, it's a praise for me. You know, like people with low self-esteem, they're like, you know, one way to make your confidence grow is to look in the mirror every day and just say all the good things about yourself. You look pretty, you're smart, you can do this. You just look in the mirror and you just say that. I never done it, but that's what I hear people say. How is everyone? I am doing awesome. Are you gonna stream tonight, Twisted? Have you been streaming lately? I know you've been so tired with work and everything. I'm okay. Half awake. So how long does it usually take for you to get out of bed, Jay? Like, are you gonna like watch my stream the entire time, or are you like going to get up soon, or are you gonna like fall back asleep until it's noon, or something like that? Whoop, whoop. Hey, Chrissy, what up, girl? How is everything in the Australian sunshine? Ooh, speaking of Australia, um, I'll be going to Australia soon. Perth. So we're gonna have some fun times. Fun times. Gonna like brush his teeth. Oh, that's looking awesome. Thank you so much. It's good to hear you're doing good, Elise, and the same to Jay. And I haven't been streaming. My internet isn't the best. Right. Oh, I remember your internet. It makes it. It was like it was really sad. I was like trying to watch your twisted novels, and then you keep getting like really bad internet connection. Like it's like what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? Tell me. I guess the party is about to start with everybody over up in here. Gonna depend on how you're feeling, Jay. Oh. Pretty cold here on the east side of Australia at the moment. How is the weather like in July, sorry, early July? Gotta know what clothes to pack, I suppose. Okay, over here, I'm not gonna paint brown. I am going to highlight them with the what you might call it, the watcha. Okay, I'm thinking, guys, should I include an eyeball in there? I can just use some. I can use some epoxy putty, roll it up, let it dry, and like stick some eyeball in there. You know, like those dragons that has that like those bone dragons, like they have like these glowing eyeball eye in there. It's not like an eyeball, but it's kind of like a little ball glowing inside there. I don't know idea. Where are you now, Twisted? Are you at home? I know you leave for work around this time. Okay, so you got like his little ears here. Ears. Just give me some of that coldness, Chrissy. Scorching heart for me, says Jay. Poor Jay. How hot does it get in Jamaica? I think weather, I mean climate temperature can get up to 30 here, I guess. 30 degrees. Okay. We are okay. Now we have a nice muddy base color. Give me some of that blue. Oh, right. Gotta get some of that base color. Gotta paint it. Paint it all up on your hand. Oh, what's happening next Friday, Twisted? I always forget the little hand, guys. It's your sacred duty to remind me about things. You guys aren't just here to view, you know. You are like my conscience. So you guys have a very important job here at Stream. Make sure I don't mess up. Over here will be a little brownish. Oh, okay. I don't. I'll read it. I'll read it. Twisted. Okay. Get some of that green here. Okay, this part will be touching the cube. Okay. Okay, guys. Wonderful. Put a drop in there. No, put it here. I don't need that much. Oh, okay, that's a lot. It's a very thick paint, so extremely hot, says Jay. Yeah, that song, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Gives Jay a huge ice cube. Are you talking about the rapper? Huh, Twisted? What was I doing? You guys distracted me. Ah, thank you, Twisted. Yes, now I remember. Now I remember why I wanted the blue, guys. Thank you so much, Twisted. That's so sweet of you to say. You're so sweet. Okay, add a little bit of that. Oh my god, my brain is starting to be a little waka waka. Okay, add a little of that blue here. Oh my gosh, is that so hard to say? Gosh, brain, you're so silly. Okay, so we want like a little bit of that emergence transition. Okay. So we want it to come out of the cube. So this is how I portray the story, how the story goes. Okay, I think here's fine. Okay. All right, and then we get some of that green in there as well. Give it a nice color. Blue green. So it's okay. Here's different. Here is green, blue, blue. Okay. I'm not sure you guys understand what I was saying, but yeah. And Jay is hugging the huge ice cube to stay cool. Cool like a fool in a swimming pool. I always remember that South Park. Jimmy. Okay, get some of that white, people, and edit again. I think this is our third time doing this, but it's all about that layer. All about that layer. Air. Put your hands up in the air. Air. Oh my god, I haven't heard that song in ages. Put your hands up. How long are you staying, Twisted, until you go to work? Work. Ooh, okay. This is nice. After this, we're gonna add a little bit of that neon green, the livery green. Just to make it pop. Gotta make it pop. The other day, I heard a song. It was an old song. The lyrics was, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Oh my god, I haven't heard that song in so long. Life in plastic. It's fantastic. Anyways, just popped to say hello and goodbye. Dragon looking fabulous, and bye for now. Oh, bye, Chrissy. Thanks so much for dropping by, and have a pleasant night. You're going to bed. Bye-bye. Have a good night and sweet dreams. Sweet dreams to you. Sorry. Where are my mods? Only Dark Fox is here. What happened to Angel and Iris? Nobody mods on YouTube for me. Okay. Give me some of that livery green. That's what they call it. See how it pops like neon green? Just nice touch to it. We'll still have like variants of color. Aw, thanks guys. Thanks for saying the hellos and the goodbyes for me. You guys are awesome. So yeah, because the neon, the livery green is just so nice. Like a neon green. Like a very limey green. Kind of like, looks almost like it pops. Okay, I got an idea. Well, not an idea, it's in like how it looks most green when it's near the cube, and it looks kind of blue-ish further away, so the middle should be more blue. We didn't actually require that much. Library green. Should I just put 1 drop instead of, I think I put 3 drops in my cup of paints. Oh well. You have such a good eye for detail. Ooh, thank you very much, Jay. Well, I am dry brushing, so it is like 50% of the work is done, because like I love dry brushing. Dry brushing really helps bring out the details. Like I said just now, if you ask me to do this without dry brushing, I don't think I would do it justice. It wouldn't be that nice if you ask me. Okay. So here is when it starts to get all blue-ish. Some of that blue. Give me some of that blue. So I just dry brush a little bit of blue here. So I like how dry brushing, it also blends it very well, very very flawless in its application. Beautiful. Okay. And then we would have to paint that dry brush that white again, just to bring out the details. I'm still having a tough time figuring out the colors for the horns, as well as whether I should stick an eye in there. Originally, I wanted to stick an eye in there. I guess just kind of go with your gut feeling. For me, I realize I always go, most of the time, when in doubt, I always go for the first idea that pops in my head. I will stay with my digital art. I can play with my colors as much as I like to my heart's content, knowing that I can delete whenever I want to. Aha, yes. I totally understand what you are saying, Jay. Me too. I like digital art. It's very fast. There's always an undo button. I love it. But I also like traditional painting. I like oh my god, I'm getting all okay. I also like traditional painting. It's kind of like reading it. It's like reading a story on ebook and reading a story on paperback. It's I guess you could say it's kind of like the same yet different, you know. I read stories on ebooks and I also read stories on paperback. Both has its unique quality. Yeah, something like that. Like for traditional painting, I like uh, the idea that I can touch it. You know, I can feel the liquid paint running through my fingers. The feeling of um, washing my own brush in water to color wash it. But yeah, experimenting is. I was so scared of experimenting for a while. And like I mentioned this in my stream before, but for 2017 for canvas paints, I only did 3 painting in the whole year.
Shut up and take my money.
Oh shit! Twisted, come on, man! You are way too generous. Thank you so much for that lovely donation. Everybody give some hype to Twisted. Gotta give them hype. Gotta hype Twisted. Hype! Gotta goddamn hype! I like them hypes. Hype. Thank you, Twisted. Everybody show Twisted some love. Give him a big old doggy hug. Thank you so much for the donation, the very kind donation to you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting this channel and what I love. You're amazing. Jay says I enjoy traditional, but I don't get that. I don't have that kind of cash to experiment with paints and such. Yeah. No, if you do want to experiment, like if you really do want to experiment, I suggest just go black and white first. That's it. You just buy 2 colors, black and white, and you just go monotone colors. That's like the bare minimum. You know, you put your feet into the when are you gonna dip your toe in the water? And if you don't like it, then okay, it's fine. But if you like it, then you like slowly buy other colors, you know? Just gotta that's how you do it. You're awesome, Twisted. So yeah, if you wanna experiment, don't go colors, just go I'm slowly losing my brain here. Just go black and white. Just go monotone first. Okay. Do maybe one more layer to dry brush into the honeycomb. I love calling it that. I love calling it the honeycomb. You see like all this little, that like bubbly sticky effect. I love it. I like to call it a honeycomb because it does look like a bee's honeycomb. Trying to make that effects a little brighter. So what was I saying? Yes, with acrylics, I was a little skeptical. I didn't experiment much, and in the year of 2017, I only did 3 canvas paintings. 3 only. I was quite disappointed in myself, but it's like because I didn't have the confidence. I didn't have the confidence to experiment, and I thought I would want to I mean, I think I would mess up that I didn't experiment at all. And my paintings were just mediocre. So this year, I was like, okay. I observed my own paintings, and then I do realize like one thing, like they always say practice makes perfect. It's so true. Like you just look at your old paintings and then you just kind of go like, yeah, I think I know why it did not look as satisfying as I thought it would. Is because the technique I used was like rough. So this time, like through your own observation, you just kind of like refine your skills. So then after that, I'm like, okay, I'm going to experiment a little bit more. So then I start doing it, and then I did the squirrel. I like the squirrel. I mean, I was very. Oh my god, what am I doing? I just wet my paintbrush. Silly me. Keep talking. So then I just kind of keep. I mean, I was like, okay, I'm going to experiment. Of course, it's like in an area I am scared that I would like mess up. So, but I was like, okay, let's just do this. And when I was finished, I was fairly happy. I was very happy that I actually pushed myself and have the courage to experiment. So yeah, that was my little success story. I quit. Then after that, I felt more confident, and then I did another painting and another painting, and I did the 2 feet one that is like behind my room. It was like a huge ass leopard. I was really proud of that one. So yeah, like little steps, little steps. Maybe one day, you never know. That is true. That is true. Hello to you, Panzer Man. Panzer, your name is like a superhero name. Panzer Man. Panzer Man. What am I doing? What am I doing again? Oh yeah. One word. So highlight around this area. How are you doing today, Panzer Man? Alrighty, we are good. Now, time to kind of refine it. Let's go with another coat of heavy brown. Just like a little bit, just to finish up the sides. All good. Elise still at work. Another hour to go. Oh man, what are you planning to do on a Friday night? Are you gonna spend it with the family? Or are you gonna binge watch? Are you gonna play video games? Are you gonna paint? are you gonna paint, Panzerman? I haven't seen much work of yours on Instagram lately. Okay, so one thing about dry brush, you do have control a lot more compared to an airbrush, but there will still occasionally have paint going to some places that you don't want, so that's why I'm kind of refining the spots right here. So, because like I said, you're using an O brush. And you're using an O brush that bristles that goes everywhere, so it will affect the surrounding area, which may or may not be the places where you want it to be. Okay. Oops. I'm still so hype. Thank you so much, Tristan, for that donation. Oh, you got me all so happy. Oh, you have half an hour until you have to work. Oh, work. Because you need to be a responsible adult, Tristan. Like, jump on the Xbox for the weekend. I have been teaching my granddaughter how to paint. Oh, how lovely, Panzer! Are you gonna share it on Instagram? That is so cool. How old is your granddaughter? Here we are painting, and Panzerman's gonna go for an Xbox binge on the entire weekend, and Tristan gotta work, and Jay is in her bed, maxing and relaxing. Poor Twisted. Do you have to head off for work too later, Jay? Okay, let's go with more dry brushing. Oh my god, who knew? I didn't see that one coming. Of course you didn't. Of course you didn't, guys. Now I'm just talking to myself. It is a sign of greatness and intelligence, okay? Don't be judging. Don't be hating. Oh, nice, Panzer. I hate being responsible, Jay. Oh, you got to twist it. I know, right? I don't like responsibility either. I just want to be a kid again. I want to be 8 years old like Panzerman's granddaughter, that I can binge Xbox and paint every day. So Panzerman, what have you taught her yet? What does she want to paint? Does she want to paint unicorns? Or, you know, unicorns, teddy bears, or is she like, I don't know, all into, you know, like when I was a kid, when I was like 10 or younger, I loved dinosaurs. I would draw some of them dinosaurs too. I love dinosaurs, but mostly I like to draw unicorns when I was a kid as well. But yes, dinosaurs, man, dinosaurs. My favorite dinosaur movie was literally just titled Dinosaurs. Not Jurassic Park. I think I haven't watched Jurassic Park. But then I really like dinosaurs. I like dinosaurs. They didn't go for. Oh no, Land Before Time. Oh my god, Land Before Time was my childhood. Land Before Time was the bomb. So sad though, so sad. Oh man, going down memory lane, peeps. Nope, no work, Jay. Jay got no work. Oh my god, that sounds like the best. Just rolling in bed, watching Twitch. Living the dream, living the dream. With your spending twist, you need to. Oh yeah, that's right. Twist it. Assisted spending. Of course, it's just bought my minis for a game, which are cavalry, so I let her put it. Oh my gosh, you get to paint miniatures? Oh, that is so cool. You're like the cool grandpa. I never painted miniatures when I was a kid. I never even knew they existed. Only when I was late teens, my brother wanted me to paint his miniatures because he does tabletopping. So that introduced me to miniatures, and I felt like, oh my god, this is like a whole different game. And then I started doing a little bit of miniatures, and I'm like, oh, wouldn't it be so cool to expand it to sculptures? And then after that, when I do sculptures, I really wish I can design my own creatures. So then I decided to start a little bit on sculpting. So it just kind of like branches off, right? Like that. I guess that's how interest works, you know. It's just kind of like, oh, you found this topic, and you realize there's like way more you could do out there. When I was 10, I was drawing dolphins and orcas. Oh my god, yeah, dolphins and orcas. I love orcas. They look so cool. Orcas was like so cool. Ah, animals. Animals are cool. I remember Land Before Time. Yeah, Land Before Time was the bomb. So childhood was, I think my very first one was Land Before Time. That one really got me into dinosaurs. I especially like I think it was Bronchosaurus. The long neck ones. The really long neck ones. I also like the Triceratops. The one with the two horns come out and the big crescent, not like a big head. They're so cool. Of course, everybody knows the T-Rex. T-Rex is awesome. So that got me into dinosaurs. And my grandpa, oh, I love my grandpa. My grandpa spoiled me. He buys me like the Walking with Dinosaurs. I think it was the DVD collection. I don't think not maybe not DVD. I think it's CD collection because back in the day I was still very young, so it has to be CD. The CD collection of Walking with Dinosaurs. It was like a documentary about it was a BBC documentary about dinosaurs. I just loved it. I loved it. So I like dinosaurs when I was a kid, and then I would like have those little rubber toys. I always have a whole bunch of it, which was dinosaurs, and then like I can bring out toys, but I'm only limited to one, so I always only bring one dinosaur toy outside. Those were the days. Now kids have iPads. We are going to try brush this all the way to the top. And then there was this other movie called Dinosaurs. Like literally, I think it's just called Dinosaurs. And It was made in 1999, no, or maybe early 2000s. CGI on that movie was really great for its time. It was really good. It looked so real. Then they made a sequel recently, and I was like really hyped about it. But when I watched it, the storyline I was like, eh. The first one I really liked. The first dinosaur movie. It was the storyline was pretty good. I liked it. Acting was solid. CGI was so good, and yeah. Ooh, look at all that details, peeps. Just look at that. Look at it. Like, okay, brush its teeth. You can see all the teeth coming out. That fangs, man. The fangs. I grew up with VHS. I witnessed when CDs became a thing. I feel old. I grew up with VHS too. Uh, well, for a short while. Grew up with VHS for a short while. Back then we had yeah. Back then we had like CDs and VHS at the same time. Oh man, that was awesome. It's quite interesting to be able to witness this evolution of technology. And then like when we record with VHS, then you like have to rewind all the way, so you overwrite the previous thing that you used to record it with. Oh man. Peter Pan. Disney's Peter Pan was on VHS for me. Gosh, where did those times been? And then my first phone was a Siemens phone, Siemens Siemens. It was like it had the antenna and everything. It was just emergencies. Uh, I just call it for emergencies only. There's nothing I did with it anyways. Ooh, look at all that detail. Brush his teeth. Brush the teeth. For computer had original floppy disk. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god. I've never actually used a floppy disk before, but yes, I remember seeing them lying around everywhere. Oh gosh. I was always outside playing when I was younger. Didn't get into painting and drawing until senior school. Reel to reel tape was our thing. Sing in front of the radio and record our songs. Oh yeah, those were the times, man. Those were so the times. Yeah, I didn't. Well, I used to play out when I was a kid as well. I didn't get too serious about art until like 3 years ago. Yeah, but back then it was like, all right. When I feel like painting, I'll paint. When I don't feel like painting, I just don't paint. You know. So like each artwork will probably differ from 6 months to a year, something like that. Then 3 to 4 years ago, I got serious about it. Then I'm like, yeah, here I am. But yeah, back in the day, I used to play out a lot as well. I remember climbing monkey bars. Monkey bars were like, I love monkey bars. Yeah, gosh. Talking about things we do as kids, so fun. Then, like, I used to live in a condo, and then behind there used to be a slope. Uh, and then what we did was we went to behind the mini mart because the mini mart had all these cardboard boxes. So we would take the cardboard boxes and we tear it up So it looks like, you know, like you tear one of the boxes up and then they have like a long rectangle. So we would go behind where the slope was, and we would uh, ride the cardboard boxes from the top of the slope all the way down. And because we were kids, we never clean up after ourselves. Then we always get scolded for not cleaning up. But yeah, that was so fun. Naughty, naughty kids. Hmm. Guess it's coming together. Ah, there you are. What do I do with you? Okay. Um, let's see. It's over here. We'll add a little bit of bluish green. At my father's, I was an indoor kid, so drawing, reading, TV, and computer was my entertainment. With my mom, I played outdoors a lot. Ah, interesting. Oh. So I guess you got the best of both worlds, indoor and outdoor, Jay. Remember when I was a kid, I guess I was more of an outdoor. But then when I grew up, I'm just like, I introvert all the way. Guess guess when you're young, you're like so curious about the world, and when you grow up, you're like, no, no. So we're gonna have a little Easter egg because it's touching the cube, so a small part of its leg will be a bit green. I don't think it'll be that obvious. Oh. Okay, let's take a little break. I'm gonna drink some water. Everybody stay hydrated. Drink water. Yeah, enjoy it. But now I stay at home and keep to myself a lot. I totally relate to that, Jay. It's like you don't really see the point of going out anymore. Like at home is so comfortable, so safe, so you. Okay, give me that little one. keep putting it on just to make sure. I got it right. Right now, going out is expensive unless I decide to hang at a friend's place, so I'll stick to my home and internet. Oh my god, yes, Jay. So expensive now. It's crazy. So great. Okay. Ooh, gotta rest them eyes. Ugh. I have pretty bad eyes, guys. I still try to go out every now and again. Need to with grandchildren, especially when you tell them they can't use their technology, but mostly socialize on Twitch as it's good company. That's why she wants to paint with granddad. Aww, it's so sweet. That's really so sweet. I really wished I can get along with my grandparents more when I was a child. I only have my when I was alive. When I was alive, blah. Uh, when I was young, I only had my grandpa on my dad's side and my grandma on my mom's side. Um, my grandma, she is she first of all she speak Cantonese. I don't speak Cantonese, so it's really hard to communicate. And um, she's the tough woman back in the day kind of thing, you know. So it's like um, we I don't know. Us as grandchildren, we don't really hang out with her as much. For my grandpa on my dad's side, I was a little closer to him. However, when he passed in my mid-teens, I think, yeah, and I wished I had spent more time with him. We always go to their place and we always have dinner together, but it's nothing beyond that. Just hi, grandpa, give them a hug, and then have dinner with them, and then just bye. Like, and then when my grandpa passed away, I just wished I talked to him more. You know, I wish I could have done more. You know, tell him I love him more. You know, stuff like that. And yeah, so yeah, and he used to shower me with gifts because he loves me so much. He, like I said, he bought me the Walking with Dinosaurs CD collection, and yeah, he always liked to take photos. He's quite, I wouldn't say he's very tech savvy, but like for a man his age, especially from that era, it was like he loves taking digital photos, and then he would print them out and then he would hang them on the wall. So yeah, it was really good. Okay, thank you so much, Twisted. Oh yeah, and oh my god, I forgot to read your message. You said I just saw your bar and here's a little bit to help you get started. Thank you so much. You're so awesome, Twisted. You're so generous, and thank you so much for joining the stream and the donation. Thank you. Have fun at work and have a good rest when you come home. Okay. Bye. And thank you so much for the compliment for my dragon. Where was I? Oh yeah. So my grandpa. Yeah. So I think what you're doing, Panzerman, with your granddaughter, that is so awesome, and I really applaud you for that. Okay, we'll try to go for a mid-tone here. And my grandpa was like so sweet. He can talk to anybody. That's the kind of man he is. He's so friendly. He just like whenever we take him out for lunch, he would like he can just start chatting with the strangers on the other side of the table. I really admire how friendly he is, and just I can't do that. Maybe I can, but like not so open like that. Dark Fox actually reminds me a bit of my grandpa, his friendliness. That's so cool. Hey Iris, hello, how are you doing, girl? Can't stay and play this stupid work, aw. And perhaps your cane. Yeah, I guess, Grandpa didn't really walk with a cane. Not until his last years. But yeah, definitely wish I said more to the man. My brother has a lot of fond memories of him. I don't have that many fond memories. Not really. You have to go already, Iris? Aw, okay. Well, work's more important, so go out there, bring home bacon. Bacon. Bacon sounds good. I remember the funeral. I remember my brother thinks the song for a funeral was Dust in the Wind by Kansas. And if you guys listen to that song, it was and that song always reminds me of my grandpa's funeral. So every time I listen to that song, it's kind of sad. Like the song was like how we are all dust in the wind. We're so like one moment we're here, one moment we're gone, kind of thing. So oh well. And that is life. Yeah, sad times. I'll try to stop by once I'm home if you're still on. I wouldn't count on it. Iris. Gotta sleep early. I'm their only grandpa. Oh. Well, yeah, so it's good. It's good. I really hope to see the horses being painted by your granddaughter, Panzerman. I really, really want to see that. It's so adorable. So how many grandchildren do you have, Panzerman? Do you have like a whole football team of them? Or just a handful? I think for the teeth, we'll just do like really small highlights of them. Okay. We'll use the bone white as highlight. Maybe take out white from the equation. Usually I will just slap on some usually I would slap on some dry brush of white, but in this case I guess we can just go straight to bone white because the color itself is very bright. I thought to use this as most of the midtones, but then I tried a little bit of just now. It looked way too bright, so yeah. Two, both girls. Aw, that's so sweet. Okay, that's not working so well. I'll go back with white. So even dry brushing, even though it has like a lot of, even though it looks easy and it brings out a lot of the texture and it kind of looks like half of the work is done, but you have to do a lot of layers in order to make it really nice. Different colors, different layers. Yeah. They fight for my attention, so I get tired running between the pair of them. Oh my god, that looks so adorable. So one is 8. How old is the other one? It's so cute. I can imagine it now. Especially girls, Panzerman. When they fight for a man's attention, you. Oh man, you are a man of the hour. You, sir, don't have to look for the mermaid when you have two adorable girls fighting for your attention. used as well, and a lot of it is being wiped on the cloth. So you can see it's a lot of white. I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the stream it didn't have this much paint on it. 6 going 26. Aww. Okay, I can imagine there'll be a lot of sibling rivalry at that age. I think my brother and I fought a lot when we were kids. Yeah. But then when we grew up to teenagers, I think that's when our relationship started getting better. I am still thinking if we should give an eyeballs to the dragon. Still don't know yet. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't think you need to put eyeballs on everything, dear. Okay. Yes, love. I like eyeballs. It's how we communicate. Eye contact. But yeah, you're probably right. Let's not go for eyeballs for this one then. And if I always want to add them, I can always do it later. Or buy a new sculpture and then we can add on that one. Yeah. Hashtag just saying. Hey, go! Sorry. That's my brother. He just got back from work. Apparently I stole the last biscuits. I'm done working for today. I'm off home. Should still be able to catch you when I get home. Oh, awesome, Panzer Man. Drive safe. Drive safe back home. And thank you so much for joining the stream. We'll hopefully catch you later when you return home. We are almost done. Now, almost done. I honestly think we can finish this tonight, guys. It is a big model, so we'd probably paint them. Okay, awesome, Panzerman. I really think we can finish this tonight. So that's the good news. Bad news, I still haven't figured out what colors I should go for the horns. I was thinking maybe like a brownish and then like fiery red tips or something. But I wonder whether that takes out too much from the color scheme. Maybe it'll look a little out of place, perhaps. Not really sure. Drink water, people. Okay. My shoulders feel so stiff. Okay, let's continue. I'm really digging this sculpture. It's so beautiful. And I always like the structure of skulls or animals. Like goat skulls are pretty cool. See, I love this bone white. It's not white, but a very beautiful beige color. What do you guys think? I think a little part there should be painted a little bit blacker. The lines in between the bones of the throat. I think I may have dry brushed a little too much. Nah, I guess it's not necessary. I think maybe one more dry brushing of white will help. But in the meantime, we should focus on the hand. Dark Fox, are you playing God of War now? Oh, okay. Now that you remind me of God of War, I don't feel like doing it. Why? You were all like, oh, it's so close, I gotta do it, I'm gonna do it without you here. And then now I'm not there, you're like, whatever. So put on Steam. Thinking of doing it without you so we can skip the whole part ASAP. Yeah, I know. I know, that's why I keep reminding you if you are going to play it. But I guess you're like, meh. Meh. Okay, we're gonna dry brush this, and then we are almost good to go. Ah, Anna! So clumsy. You guys didn't hear that. So a good reason why I want to stick the hand glass is because of all of this. Much easier to paint. Okay. just need one more layer of white. Chat has gotten quiet. I know nothing of what to talk about anymore. I was doing pretty well in the beginning. It was like how I usually narrate for my tutorials. Then I just kind of like, after a while, I just kind of like forget. I don't know what to say anymore. So anyways, let's try to get back on track. We are going to continue. Okay, I'm trying to, the thing about dry brushing, the tricky part is that you can no longer, you can't do a color wash. You can't wash your brush and then paint it again, because once you wash your brush, it becomes all wet. So you either have a spare brush for the brighter color, for white, and another dry brush for other colors, but I only have one. I'm very sentimental towards my brush, okay, people? So I don't know, I'm too cheap to even buy a cheap brush, and I'm too sentimental to kind of destroy my older brushes. So yeah, so what I do is I usually take paint and then I just kind of like rub off as much of the old paint off as possible. Okay, so for this we are doing the pure highlights now. I am going to play God of War now, so okay, love. Don't lose your patience. Although I've never seen you lose your patience. So this is like the last. Layer of dry brush for the throat. Then maybe we can move on to the horns. Which, in all honesty, I have no idea yet. But it's in the works, guys, and my brain is trying to figure out what is the best color scheme I should use. I'm home with a nice cup of coffee. Oh, yes, exactly what Dark Fox said. Welcome back, Panzer. And nice cup of coffee to you. So, recently, I think coffee does not agree with me. Like, recently, Dark Fox did some research, and for some people, uh, coffee kind of like gives you a very bad crash for some people, and that some people is like me. Apparently, drinking coffee makes me really sad. Yeah. So I like coffee. I really like coffee. I even brew my own and stuff. Oh well. I wish I had got a war to play. So jealous, Dark Fox. Yeah. Oh yeah, Xbox. Oh, poor Panzer man. What Xbox games are you gonna binge on though, Panzer? Yeah, totally agree. Exclusivity is really annoying. And that's what everybody is doing these days. Oh, Assassin's Creed Origins. That looks like a really beautiful game. I stopped playing Assassin's Creed after the second one. But I heard Assassin's Creed Origins is very different in terms of gameplay. Okay, this is clumsy work. Apparently, a bit of the mole on the chin. This is bad. Gotta file it down. I should have done all this, but I was not observant. I was just so happy to paint this. I didn't do a very good job. different, very different, well worth the expense. Quite vast, lots to do. Ah, yes. I had a friend of mine that streamed Assassin's Creed Origins. Yeah, that was like he was streaming it quite a while. Okay. I guess the bone part is done. Does look like a bone dragon. Now time for the hand. accidentally chipped a piece. So you need some good old-fashioned glue. Okay, I think at the same time we can put in you can glue in the hand already. You know what? I think I should give it a little bit of nail polish. Make it a little cleaner, if you will. Let's just clean the lip of this bottle. All the dried paint collected at the top. Okay.
Shut up and take my money.
Shit. Are you serious? Oh my god. Twisted. Oh, this is for helping me out, Elise. Oh my god, Twisted. Oh, that is nothing. Gosh. Chat, you gotta show Twisted some love. You gotta give him some good old love. Twisted, oh my god. Everybody gotta follow Twisted. I got you. Everybody, you gotta follow Twisted. Gotta show him some love. Follow him over at Twitch Hype. Twisted, that was really not necessary. Thank you so much. You're so generous. Oh my gosh. Thank you, sir. We are getting closer to getting an iPad, everybody. Thank you, Twisted. I'll send you the complete file later after the stream. So we're trying to bump up the contrast. Twister is such a great guy, people. You just gotta follow him on Twitch. Show him some love. He's such a great guy. He streams game contents, and I always love his twisted novels. You just gotta one day when he streams, you gotta check out his twisted novels. I just love it. Voice acting, 10 out of 10. Okay, so we can clean up the nail a bit. I got a surprise check today, so I figured I would give you what I thought was right. Oh my god, Twisted! Wow, you're too generous. You're way. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Twisted. No, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Thank you so much. You're too kind. Thank you. Now I must go back to her, and the dragon looks magnificent. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Twisted. Oh. Bye. Thank you so much. Oh my god. I can't stop saying thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We are going to add a little bit more contrast. Okay. I think it should be good enough. I hopped on YouTube as Twitch was having a funny moment. Ah, okay. What funny moment? You got me intrigued. Okay. Alright. I'm trying to find a perfect angle. Okay, I think this is the perfect angle. Alright, let's stick the, wait, no, we leave that for the last, just in case. I don't want, because my hands are like everywhere, I don't want to knock the hand out. Okay, so what are we going to give the horns, people? Okay, I am thinking we go heavy brown on this one. I was buffering and you just kept saying twisted. Oh yes. I said to show Twisted some love because he's such a good guy and he donated more money. Oh my gosh, that's so nice of him. And just like follow him over at Twitch because he does streams as well. That's how I got to know Twisted. He's such a great guy. Okay, we'll do the same color. Oops. Oh dear. Sorry. So how do you manage to kill the wolven's deer? So Panzerman, I've been playing God of War with Dark Fox, and as a non-PS4 owner, I would say it is a really good game. And I hate exclusivity. But yeah, it was a really good game. Like, to even consider buying a PS4. Yep, I said it. But then PS4 has so many good games lately. God of War is being my first PS4 game. But yeah, there's like The Last of Us. I saw the gameplay for The Guardian, which was like you befriend a dragon looking creature kind of thing. That looked pretty cool too. Oh. Yeah, it looked really good. Use the wolf against them only halfway through the battle, so they are stunted. Ah. How long did it take you? Okay, for this, I would require a much more delicate brush, so I'm using a small brush and painting it on the inside. So you don't want people to start looking closer and think you've done a sloppy job. So detail is key. On Tri-Fall, I killed one of them. The last two was very close. I used to be a PlayStation player and switched about 10 years ago. God of War was one of the first games I played. Oh, yes! Yeah. I forgot God of War and their previous games. I've I've heard of God of War. I played Dante's Inferno, and they were like saying, sorry, I'm waiting for the paint to dry, so I'm like talking to you guys. So, I played Dante's Inferno, and I heard that they kind of like mimic the mechanics for God of War, so that was like the first time I heard of God of War. But I heard like God of War in the previous games, it's not really much essence to the storyline. Okay, I think I got an idea for the horns. I'll be right back. I got here with me Gory Red and Flash Kids Yellow. So it's a Citadel brand. And this Vallejo. So let's see. Got a little bit of red here with me. Let's add that to the tips. Oh my gosh, it's 11 already. What made you want to switch from PS to Xbox, Panzer? Digitalizer! Hey! Oh my god, it's been quite some time. How are you doing? We are almost done with this. You came at the right time. I'm going to finish this hopefully before 11:30. My eyes are getting really tired. But I'm so close. You know, when you got that gotta finish it feeling, you know. I'm having that gotta finish it feeling. My brain gets all whacked at night, so pardon my weird talk. You gotta indulge your inner craziness sometimes. I liked the graphic capabilities at the time, plus wanted to play some of the exclusive games that were on there. Couldn't afford both. Oh yeah, I know, tell me about it, Panzer. I know, how are you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. Yeah, every time you stream a bit, I've been out of the house. Yeah, I know, that's time zones for you, digitalizer. Time zones are terrible. Have you had your breakfast? I forgot what was it you didn't like. You didn't like eggs or something? Or you liked eggs? I can't remember. I remember we had this conversation about breakfast. I love eggs. Eggs are amazing. I like poached eggs. I like it when the egg yolk is all runny. But I feel like Dark Fox. I feel like going at Strangers 47 tomorrow. All the crabs and poached eggs. But I also want to show you the nasi kerabu. I don't know. I have. I love eggs, but I had French toast. Hey, French toast is nice too, because it has eggs. Soaked bread eggs. That is nice. So, what are you going to do on a Friday mornings? We're just dry brushing the horns. Then I'm gonna do one layer of bone white. I don't want to do it as bright as the skeleton. Oh my eyes are tired. My eyes are super tired. Not up to much today. Probably gonna play some games or just hang out. Ooh, what games? Although by the time you play, I think I'll be fast asleep. After this, I am going straight to bed. The only reason I haven't ended my stream is that I'm going to finish this. I'm so close. I could taste it. So, yeah. So close, digitalizer. So you can see that I'm starting to feel kind of sleepy. That's why I'm so quiet. So sorry guys if I'm a little slow in the brain, because I'm feeling a little hungry too. I always feel hungry. Dark Fox can affirm that. Okay, I'll be back. Orange, I need orange. Oh, what do you know? It was just sticking out like a sore thumb. I'm gonna play Total War Rome 2 for a bit. Probably not gonna stream today though. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's cool. Sometimes I feel like you feel like you can actually enjoy the game a little more if you don't stream, because it's like streaming, you have to have this certain expectation, or you have to finish it a certain time because people will be watching, and if it takes too long, people will probably go. So you have this certain expectation of yourself, I guess. You have to entertain, so to speak. There's always that. So we're using, this is an old color, Citadel Macarius Solar Orange. But then Citadel came out with a new range of colors already, so all these colors are probably just like expired. Like this one, Flash Gits Yellow. Before this it was like Sunburst Yellow. Now it's different. Yeah, at least renamed, yeah. Why? They're still the same color, you know? Why you want to confuse people? Especially me. I may look young, but inside I am an old lady. I can't take change. I'm like, what's this? New update? No! I can't handle it, it's too much. Seriously. I feel like an old lady. I can't imagine like how I feel my parents are so tech illiterate. I can only imagine if I had kids. They're just gonna shake my head and like, oh no. Oh boy. The idea that I can actually handle how I managed to stream all this to handle OBS and make all this custom layout, like I had no idea how I did it all by myself. It was a miracle. It was a miracle, guys. It's the only explanation. Okay. Hello, yellow. Yellow. That's the name of, that's my surname. My surname literally means yellow. Because if you see, my Chinese character is a yellow Chinese character. Yes, I do have a counter for my iPad and pen. That's why Twisted was so generous to donate and help out. After this, I have to stick on the hand, and we're almost done. But I have to paint the bottom as well. The bottom one is not so nice, but yeah, that one I can do off stream because that one is not so important. Let's add a little bit of red because right now it's just overpowered by the yellow. Okay. I think that's it, guys. Okay, wait. I am so not satisfied. Okay. Okay. getting as bright as I want it to be. Yay, much happier now. Okay. Now, for the last touch, to combine the hand on the dragon. Okay, so I got the angle down. Put some here and put some here. Just hold it in there for a bit. And voila! Here we got our bone dragon. Thank you so much, Digitalizer. So you came in for the finale. Yeah. Whew. Okay. I'm tired, guys. So yeah. I'm pooped. I'm gonna go to bed. But before we go, let's see who we can raid over on Twitch. Thank you so much, Richard Adams, aka Panzerman. Okay. Let's go to Twitch. I wonder who's streaming right now. Ooh, Skiggles. I wonder who's streaming right now. Ooh, Skiggles. sorry about the echo. Okay, let's go over the Skiggles. So for those,
Getting a little bit.
so for those over at, hey Smurfy Monyet, yeah, no, we're actually gonna raid. So for those over at YouTube, we are going to raid this guy. You came in late. Isaac, we are going to raid Skiggles. So everybody, show him some love. Follow him. His miniatures are really cool. And thank you everybody for those who came by and kept me company. Really appreciate all the love and support. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. Goodbye everybody. And have a pleasant weekend. Bye, Panther.